Hey guys, I'm Myra, and today we are here to just talk about what I would tell my younger self. So, just wrapping up 37 years around the sun. I wouldn't say I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited for my birthday, but I'm also like not. I know a lot of people kind of dread their birthday years as, the years just start kind of flying by because they definitely do. If you're a lot younger, you are going like 10 years is just gonna fly by. Like it feels like a blink of an eye. Like I literally could right now vividly remember my 21st birthday. And I hear from people that are older than I am that 20 years is gonna fly just like that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I would say the most transformational years for me have been the last 10. Just some advice that I would give my younger self. I remember how much I used to dwell and just used to like obsess about the way I looked. And I think a lot of you guys can relate. We live in a time right now where I feel like beauty standards are just so unrealistic. They cause so much stress for women, so much pressure, depression. I mean, there's just so much that revolves around the way we look. So when I was really heavy, I genuinely felt like I wouldn't say happier, I would say more like carefree about how I looked because there was no pressure on me to look a certain way because I was big and I was overweight, and like it was never about Myra like looking pretty. It was just like I was like so carefree about the way I looked. But as I started losing weight, I started feeling the pressure. Little by little, little by little, little by little. And then I got to my absolute thinnest, which was like 165 pounds. I was super, super thin. And I became very, very obsessive about my looks, about the way I carried myself, the way I dressed. Like, it was actually really crazy because I went from getting absolutely no attention to then getting attention everywhere I went. So in my head, I'm a young kid, right? I'm 18 years old at this point now. And everyone started telling me like, Myra, you're so beautiful. Myra, you're so, you look so good. You look so thin. Wow. Like that's amazing. Glamorizing it. And like, it just made me feel so good at the moment. But like subconsciously, I started believing that that's what made me who I am, right? Who I was at the time. People made me believe that I was special now. I was beautiful. I was worth something, right? And I'm a kid. So this isn't just like, oh, Myra, you're so full of yourself. Like, no, I'm a kid that has now lost weight. And all of a sudden now people know you. Now people pay attention to you. Now people want to be around you. Not to say like I've always been super close with my family. I'm super, super family oriented. And so like I've always been exceptionally close to my family, but it was more like friends and people outside of my family circle. So over the years, I have realized that is so far from the truth, that the way you look on the outside is just it's just so minimally, like, it's just such a minimal part of life that it's almost sad to think like how much people, like how much worth people put onto their looks. And it's taken me a lot. It's taken me many, many, many years of working out, literally being a slave to the gym, starving myself, certain eating disorders, really just a crazy roller coaster ride all these years to realize that my weight and my looks on the outside are just such a minimal part of life. Like there is so much more to life. And if I could just, I don't know, if I could just make myself realize that just, almost 20 years ago, it would have made my life so much easier. And I know I'm not alone. I know for a fact that I'm not alone. I know that there are a lot of us that go through binge eating, like anorexia, bulimia. There's just so many, depression, so many disorders that are caused by us chasing an unrealistic goal. And it's just like pressure, and it's just, I don't know. I just wish that I could sit down and talk to like 18-year-old me and just like explain about these things. Yeah, it's just, I feel like as women, we go through so much and nobody really talks about it. Nobody explained anything to me. I've had to learn everything myself. When I think about this stuff, I think about Nati. I think about my daughter. She's about to turn 12. She's the same way. She's going to be super, super tall. There's no way in hell she's ever going to be a size like 5. Never. Her dad is 6'9". I'm almost 6 feet tall. This girl's never going to be teeny tiny. But society makes women believe that there is one beauty standard, right? Now things are evolving. I'm not going to say they're not. But growing up, that wasn't the case. And I can't tell you how many times I have not enjoyed so many memories throughout my life because I was just so worried about the way I looked or how it was going to affect me. Like so many memories that went down the drain. So I say all of this to let you guys know that you're not alone. And I think if I could sit down and really just like shake me by my shoulders when I was 18 years old, it would be that. It would be for me to sit down and like really just let me know that there is so much more to life than how we look. Let me know about some ideas that you guys want me to discuss, whether it be body dysmorphia, because I've had that, eating disorders, I've gone through that, excessively exercising and trying to shrink myself, I've gone through that, excessively calorie restricting to try to lose weight, I've gone through that, starving myself, I've gone through that, bulimia, I've gone through that, binge eating, I've gone through that. So many different disorders, all to try to shrink my body. So if there's any of that you want me to touch on, that you guys are just a little bit more interested in, then comment down below, let me know, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I love you, and I'll see you soon.